Sifu must be the only game that brings its in-game mechanics to real life. The reason being, every time my character dies, they start getting grey hairs. And every time I have to deal with this, I'm getting grey hairs. What is going on, people? Debug here and welcome to the channel, and today's video is going to be my first review of 2022. This is going to be a great year for reviewing games because there's so many games coming out. But today's game is going to be none other than Sifu, a game that takes Kung Fu games to a brand new level. And Sifu is made by none other than Soclap. And that is the slowest clap you will see on YouTube, and it's actually not even slow as in oh my god you're going for slow. It's actually just slow clap, so I actually don't know why I did that. But massive thanks to the people at Soclap who provided us with this review copy. So let's begin. So what is Sifu? Sifu is the story of a young Kung Fu student on a path of revenge, hunting for the murderers of his family. One against all, he has no allies and countless enemies. He has to rely on his unique mastery of Kung Fu as well as mysterious pendant to prevail and preserve his family legacy. Basically, it's you read the world and good luck. The game actually starts with you playing as the enemies, which I thought was a very nice touch to the game, and it really sets out the story for revenge. It's something similar to what you expect from like a Kill Bill movie, which itself was a homage to the older Kung Fu films. So for anyone expecting it to be a nice Kung Fu game, don't. Sifu is a game that pretty much falls into the roguelike game, similar to the games like Hades or another Sony exclusive that I've previously covered, Returnal. I must admit I love these type of games, and each game proves its own difficulty, but if I'm being honest, Sifu might be up there with the hardest. Sifu has a deep learning combat system, which you have to constantly practice your combos during high pressure situations. You have to learn how to dodge, and there's also a parry system which is essential against some of the tougher enemies. The parry system actually reminds me of another game that you have to master in Sekiro. And funny enough, you can argue that Sifu difficulty is on a similar level to the Soul series, and let me tell you now, it is very punishing. Now, like most roguelike games, the best way to beat it is mainly through trial, error and practice. Sifu is no different. Whilst you beat up your enemies, you earn XPs, which allows yourself to unlock new moves and special skills. Unlocking the same skills a number of times in the same run will allow you to permanently unlock skill. So it's not just you only unlock them skills for that run. If you unlock it a number of times, it's permanently unlocked so you can use it on new runs. The main unique point of Sifu, however, is the death system. Every time you die, your character gets older. As you get older, your health gets lower, but your damage increases. Now, obviously, you will not be able to do this for unlimited times, so once you pass the age of 70, you will lose the option to revive and will have to start from the beginning. Yes, it is brutal, but welcome to these type of games. Obviously, the aim of the game is to try and progress the game with the least amount of deaths. The less you die, the more chances you have against some of the tougher enemies towards the end of the game. So Sifu has 5 stages. Whilst this may sound short, it actually takes a while to get through most of these stages. Each stage will have its own type of enemies as well as unique bosses waiting for you at the end. You will also need to play some of these stages multiple times to unlock things, as you may have missed something or some things you have to get from the other stages. Your death counter does reset every time you finish a stage, but you keep the same age. There are also shrines that allow you to give yourself more HP or even give you an option to lower your death counter during the level. So what makes Sifu good? The combat system alone made it one of the most satisfying games I have played in a long time. Not only do you have to be very efficient in the type of moves you use to punish your enemies, you have to learn the timings, the dodges, as well as the parry system. The game also has a focus bar which allows you to slow time similar to bullet time to do a unique attack on your enemy. The fluid gameplay against countless enemies really does make you feel like you're in a scene from Old Boy movie fighting. At times it can feel a little overwhelming, but there's no better feeling than beating a group of Sits, constantly dodging their attacks, parrying and looking like you're the star of your own Kung Fu movie. The 60 frames per second and non-stop action makes it look very impressive. Playing on a PS5 The sounds of the pad added to the environment that you was in. If it was raining, you'd hear it coming out of your PS5 pad, which added to the overall experience. Now, this game is not going to be for everyone. The game is hard, very hard in fact. If you want a casual fighting action game, Sifu is probably not for you. The game is made purposely hard, so you go back and learn from your mistakes and master your skills. There is no way to make this game easier. There's no options on that you can just put on easy mode. Whilst Sifu has its own training system, putting that in a real fight is harder than it looks. This may put off some casual fans who are expecting something a little different from the game. This game can be considered a bit too grindy for some players, as to unlock most moves permanently you have to repeat certain levels countless of times. The game also has some slight issues with the camera at times when fighting lots of enemies, but nothing too extreme to stop you enjoying the game. Overall, Sifu is one of the most challenging, fun and unique games you are likely to play this year. With the satisfying combat system as well as the incredibly challenging bosses, this game will make you keep coming back for more, as long as you don't give up. With only retailing around £30, you can't really go wrong. Sifu has risen the bar when it comes to your traditional kung fu games, with amazing gameplay as well as a pretty decent story. There are multiple endings, so don't think once the game is over you are finished, and the feeling of being good at this game is incredibly satisfying. Sifu is definitely a game that should be talked about as one of the most well done games at the end of the year. So that is it, people. What do you people think of Sifu? Is it a game for you? Is it too hard? Are you into this kung fu action type game? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, if you could hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, it'd be very much appreciated. There's so many games that is coming out, not only this month but the whole of the year, and so many great games that I'm looking forward to reviewing. So this is my first of many. So yeah, I look forward to showcasing every single game that I played to whoever watches these videos. Until next time, people, I am out. Peace.